Rosey was more than a WWE superstar. He was a devoted family man, a proud member of the legendary Anoai wrestling dynasty, and most importantly, the real-life brother of Roman Reigns, whose bond with him ran deeper than fame, championships, or spotlight. Born Matthew Anoai, Rosey carried the powerful Samoan heritage of his family into the wrestling world, following in the footsteps of relatives who had already shaped the industry. During his WWE career, he competed with strength, heart, and determination, forming memorable partnerships and representing the family name with pride. While he may not have always stood at the very top of the main event scene, his presence was respected and his commitment to the business was undeniable. For Roman Reigns, growing up alongside Rosey meant having not only a brother, but a protector, mentor, and constant source of support. The Anoai family is known for its unity and loyalty, and within that structure, the bond between brothers becomes even more meaningful. Long before Roman became a global WWE icon, he was simply Liti, growing up under the guidance and companionship of his older brother. Rosey experienced the highs and challenges of professional wrestling before Roman entered the spotlight, and that experience created a foundation of understanding between them. Their relationship extended far beyond television storylines. It was built on shared childhood memories, family traditions, and mutual respect. During his WWE run, Rosey was part of impactful teams and storylines that showcased his athleticism and charisma. He embraced the demanding lifestyle of a professional wrestler, traveling constantly, training intensely, and maintaining the physical image required by the industry. Like many superstars whose size and power are central to their presentation, Rosey faced pressure to maintain and sometimes increase his weight to fit the expectations of his role. The physical toll of that lifestyle, combined with personal health struggles, eventually became overwhelming. In 2017, tragedy struck when Rosey passed away at just 44 years old, leaving behind a grieving family and stunned fans. Reports surrounding his health indicated complications that had developed over time, and while weight and physical strain were factors, the broader reality reflected the immense demands placed on performers who constantly pushed their bodies to extremes. For Roman Reigns, the loss was not simply about the passing of a fellow wrestler, it was the devastating loss of his real brother, someone he cared about more than anything. Losing Rosey at such a young age created an emotional void that words can barely capture. The strength Roman displays in the ring has always been rooted in family, and when that foundation is shaken, the pain runs deep. Roman has often spoken about how important family is to him, how every accomplishment, every championship, and every main event carries the pride of those who came before him. When Rosey passed away, it broke something inside him because the bond they shared was lifelong and unreplaceable. Grief does not fade easily, especially when tied to someone who shaped your identity and journey. Yet through that heartbreak, Roman continued forward, carrying not only his own ambitions, but also the memory of his brother. Every time he steps into the ring, he represents the Anoai legacy, and that legacy includes Rosey's chapter. Rosey's story is a reminder of both the triumphs and the sacrifices that define professional wrestling. He lived the dream of competing on a global stage, entertaining millions, and standing alongside family members in an industry built on strength and resilience. At the same time, his passing highlights the human cost that can accompany relentless physical expectations and health challenges. Behind the characters and larger-than-life personas are real people with families, emotions, and vulnerabilities. For Roman Reigns, the pain of losing Rosey remains part of his journey, but so does the inspiration. The dominance, confidence, and pride Roman projects today are strengthened by the memory of his brother. Rosey's influence continues in quiet ways in the values Roman upholds, and in the dedication he shows to protecting and honoring his family name. Though Rosey's life ended far too soon at 44, his legacy endures through his loved ones and through the impact he left on those who watched him perform. In remembering Rosey, fans remember not only a WWE superstar, but a brother whose love and presence meant everything to Roman Reigns. The heartbreak of his passing changed Roman forever, yet it also deepened the meaning behind every step he takes inside the ring. Rosey may be gone, but the bond between brothers and the strength of family ensure that his memory will never fade.